All right, what's up, guys? It's Pat Danger. This is the Pat Danger Podcast, episode number 6. We got my boys Ian and Swope here. What's up, guys?
What up?
What's
What up?
up,
What
bro?
up?
What's up? So first off, tell me how you guys. Let's talk about first how you guys met each other
Okay.
originally.
Ian, you want to start it?
Yeah. So the first, I was actually using the bathroom. I'm not gonna lie. And I was scrolling through Twitch like any other person would be, and I
Oh,
found this dude. He said, "Oh," he said, "You didn't tell me that."
no, you
Nah,
didn't tell me about that.
nah. But so I was scrolling through Twitch, and like I found him, and he like his title said that he was making beats or whatnot. But I saw him playing a video game, so I was like, it was Rocket League. I was like, "Yo, like, let me hear what you're working on or something." He pulled it up and he played it, and I was like, "Yo, that's fire, dude. Like, we should work." Da da da. So we like connected with each other. We would vibe out and whatnot for like probably like a month and a half, and then
hmm
I like saw his image and where he wanted to go with everything, and I was like, "Yeah, dog, we need to link up and just go hard with the shit. Like, you got the same image as I do. You know what I mean?"
So you
Yeah.
weren't even in the were you even in the music category, or you were like on some
I
Rocket
w-
League shit?
There was
no,
no
I was in
music
the.
category
There
back
was
then.
no music category. Yeah,
Oh right,
and
because music
I
category
was.
is
Yeah, we
new.
started like doing music feedback, and I think what did I do it under? I don't even think I did it under it. I think it just chatting or whatever.
It
hmm
And
was
then I had
more
like there was like a what Ian?
it was more like tags and stuff that brought
Yeah,
people in.
tags. That's what it was.
So you guys have been streamers. By the way, just for some context, I've only been streaming for maybe 2 months. So how long have you guys been streaming for individually?
I want to
Well,
say 2 years.
yeah, him 2 years, me probably a year because I took a year off. This is my year off,
hmm
but I did it for a whole year playing Rocket League, um, and doing music feedback.
And when you guys started, there wasn't even a music section at all.
Nah.
Nah.
Isn't
And
that?
then once that came about, I was like, yeah, we have to jump on this, Ian. And then that's what we were doing.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of crazy to even think that there wasn't a music section, right? Isn't that so? I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
That kind of
that's
blows
Yeah.
my mind, you know.
it's wild.
Like
Yeah.
I understand that there was no music feedback section, right? Because that's kind of like a niche in itself, whatever I guess
Right,
you would
right.
say. But like to not even have a music section at all, that's kind
Yeah,
of
because
just
like there's like
wild.
DJs, there's live music, there's a bunch of like competitions, like all sorts of things that just came about in the recent years and shit. So now the music, like it's a whole genre on Twitch, and it's just growing and growing and growing. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's how you guys met, and then you said you talked for like a
Yeah.
month or so online, maybe, right?
You
Yeah.
want me to tell you my side? I guess.
Yeah, let me hear his
Um.
side. We heard Ian's side. He was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
He was in the bathroom taking a
um.
piss. He's like,
Yeah.
let me watch
So.
some Rocket League or whatever. Stumbled upon
Yeah.
you. Let's hear your
I
side.
used to. I just. I used to just kick it and play Rocket League. And between the games, I'll listen to people's music because I was making music at the time. I don't know. Yeah, I had a couple songs out. I had one song out at that time, and I was just making beats every day, just in my room making beats and making beats and making beats. And there was like some people that came into my live stream, and I'm like, yeah, I fuck with this. Like I tell them like change like certain frequencies or whatever. Like and once I heard Ian's like, and I would like tell him like, keep on going. It's unique. Like just keep on going. But nothing ever hit me until I heard Ian's track, and I heard the potential in his voice and the pain in his voice. Like it just made me. I don't know how to explain it, but like it was just like, yeah, I have to talk to this person like right now because like this dude has the potential to go places like and I, as the person that I know, like what I know right now, can help him out get to those places. And like that's how that went down. Like I heard his track, like first minute in, I'm like, he's talking about some real shit about his mom, his sister, and like I can hear the pain in his voice. I'm sorry, my webcam is.
You're good, man.
I can hear the pain in his voice, and like I'm like, dude, this is real music. Like I haven't heard this in a while. Like the way that he was flowing and everything, and I could tell he was a beginner, but the passion was there, and like that's why we connected.
Facts.
That's first
No,
off, that's a dope story. Two, I feel like passion is probably one of the most, if not the most important factor. I saw something pretty recently actually, and it was obviously, as we all know, Lil Wayne like signed Drake initially, and
Yeah,
apparently the reason he signed him was not because of his talent exactly, not because of his songs that he had out. It was literally because he saw the hunger in him. And he's like, dude, this guy is so hungry. This dude is like on the grind right now. I need to fucking sign him because you can teach people how to make good songs, but you
yeah.
can never teach hunger, you know.
yeah,
Nah, that shit's in your blood, and it only grows with pain. Like it only grows with struggle, and that's the craziest thing.
I
The more you struggle and like not doing what you want to do in life, you just grow really good at what you want to do in life.
I totally agree. Quick sidebar, something that kind of like you're saying, like you can literally hear in someone's voice when they're hungry. And it doesn't
Oh
matter
yeah,
if they're recording on a $20 mic or a $2,000 mic.
yeah,
And like something I want to bring up real quick, and I'm sorry if this pisses anyone off, but like it's just something that came to mind real quick. Joey Badass. When I heard his like old shit, I was like, yo, this dude is fucking hungry. This dude is
yeah.
ready to go. This dude wants it. Like this guy is fucking old school, whatever. And then again, not to shit on him and also not to piss off any Joey Badass stands. When I hear his new shit now, it's kind of like now that he's rich and can just like, you know, charge whatever for a feature. It's like, dude, you can't hear that hunger anymore.
Nah, and I feel like a lot of artists like that happens to a lot of artists. Like Polo G, for instance, everybody's making fun of him for Piano G or whatever. And you could see that some of his songs in the new album, at least my opinion, like weren't hitting as like when he first came up and shit. And there was a lot of mids in that album,
I totally
and
agree.
also his freestyle on, I forget where it was, Funk Flex, I think. It was like there was no passion in his voice, and you could just tell he was just like doing it for like the album release and shit.
Right.
It wasn't about rap.
I totally agree. Passion is something like you can phone in a lot of things, right? You can phone in
Yeah,
bars, talent, or whatever, but like passion is something that just you can't fake it no matter what.
nah,
You really just can't, you know, fake it. I saw something recently too. It was like I think his name is. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. You guys probably know this guy. I think his name is Landon Skies. Did I get that right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
Landon Skies, I remember hearing him when he first came out, and I'm like, yo, this dude is fucking dope. Same kind of thing as Joey Badass, where it's like, yo, you can hear the hunger in his voice, you can tell he wants it, you can tell he's grinding, whatever. And he put out like a song recently, or maybe it was just a teaser, whatever. But like I saw the comments on the video, and it was like 1,000 comments, and I shit you not, like 990 of them were like, "Yo, what the fuck is this Walmart, Kmart bullshit music? Like, you used to be so good. Like, what the fuck is this?" So it's kind of
I
like
feel
the
like
same,
people just get comfortable.
yeah, and it's a dangerous thing to get comfortable for sure. Um,
Facts.
it's kind of cool how you mentioned how you heard Ian, and even though you knew he was a beginner, you heard something in
Yeah,
him where like, yo, he's got the hunger, he's got the passion. Because I have kind of
and
like a similar
yeah,
story. When I first started posting my music on Reddit like 2 years ago, some other dude commented. He was like, "You were dope. You're dope. Whatever. I like your song." So I checked his shit out, and it was like the same kind of thing where it was like, dude, I could hear the hunger in this guy's voice. I'm like, dude, this dude is incredible. He's got like he's got so much potential. It's insane. So it's cool how you can kind of hear like the passion in someone's fucking just their voice, their songs, like whatever.
yeah. And that's like what makes me want to listen to the song is hearing the soul in the person's voice. Like I
Facts.
listen to a lot of old music, and so that just like connects with me. And old rap had a lot of soul in it.
I
This
totally
new rap
agree.
don't really have a lot of soul in it. Most of it does, but like a lot of it don't, and I don't really listen to that.
I agree. And like, I know we said passion is something you can't phone in. I also feel like you can't phone in like emotions. And I'm like a fucking
No,
dude, I'm a sucker for like emotional whatever. I will listen to
yeah,
any sort of genre at all as long as it makes me feel something. And like, especially
right,
if it makes me feel like, I don't know, like I can feel the emotions you're portraying in a song. While
yeah.
we're talking about music, what kind of music do you guys personally listen to? Like genres, artists, whatever.
Um, I jump a bunch. Rock, old school rock. I'll go to even sometimes Beatles. I'll rock with. Um, a lot of like old school like '90s hip hop. A lot of '90s hip hop. I listen to NF, Jonah Lucas, like a lot of lyrical rappers, and recently I've been listening to like newer people that coming into the game because I just want to see where they're at and stuff. But I don't
Right.
really keep like in touch with like who's the newest artist in the rap game. I don't know. That's just not on my agenda.
I'm not
And
gonna lie. I saw the XXL freshman list for this year,
yeah,
and I knew like one person, and I was like, I only
yeah,
kind of
that's
know
how
you.
I am. Ian keeps in touch with all the new rappers and like even rappers. He's like, yo, this dude's gonna blow up one day. And like he's yeah, there's a lot of rappers out there that
What's up,
he
Gracie
tells me
Rayleigh?
about. Yeah, he tells me about and shit, and like I'm like, yo, this guy is dope. Like he's doing something different, and it's dope that we share that connection and shit.
That is
Yeah,
dope.
I know like all the people who made the double XL, but like, do I think like that's like something I'm proud to be like of this year? Like rather than like past like years that double XL has been, like back in like 2017, like 2008 to 2017, it was okay. Like Kevin Gates, Mac Miller, like shit like that. But when it started getting like kind of like all music is creative and everything, but some people, like you said, you're just like, who are these people, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, when I looked at this XXL freshman list, it made me feel like, I don't know, not maybe old, maybe it made me feel out of touch, whatever. But I saw the list and I'm like, dude, I know none of these fucking people. And I remember the XXL freshman list where it's like, dude, it's Chance the Rapper, it's Vic Mensa, and it's Kevin Gates all on the same cipher. And then it's like, there's one with like Lil Uzi, Denzel Curry, 21 Savage, all those guys. Like Lil Yachty was on it. I forgot who else, but yeah, it
Juice, I think. I don't know.
yeah, he might have been on it. Like some of those guys, but it's just kind of crazy to look at some of that kind of shit. I know Swope, you said you listen to lyrical rappers.
Yes.
Do you have like a distaste almost for mumble rappers, or can you still get down with some of them?
Nah, it's in the right situation. So if I'm just chilling at my house and like I'm just listening to music, it's probably gonna be something lyrical.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm like out in the club or whatever, like I'm at a bar, I don't care. Like I'll listen to that. And like it's just party music. I depict between party music and non-party music. That's how I
I
see it.
agree. It's almost like if I'm drinking and my brain is like working at half speed because I'm so drunk. It's like I want to hear some people
Yeah, I
who
just
are
want the bass booming and I just want to dance and shit.
right. Yeah, I totally agree, man. It's like, yo, if I'm drinking and my brain is working at half speed, I want to hear some rappers who are
Yeah,
their IQ is half of
yeah.
whatever.
But I feel like I grew out of almost that. Like when I was younger, I would listen to like all like kind of I guess mumble rap and shit, Migos and everything. And I just grew out of it, I guess. Like I just started because I look at my music and I'm like, all right, well, I'm making music now, so I pay attention to all the lyrics now in music. So it's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. And speaking on that, let's talk about how our our music taste changes as we grow. Is there any
Yeah.
example you guys have where you're like, yo, I used to fuck with this dude, but now I'm like 3 years
Uh,
older and I'm like, yo, this guy, like, what was I thinking listening to this dude? Do you guys have like anything like that?
I mean, I used to bump Uzi Vert all the time because I'm from Philly,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't bump him no more. Like I said, Migos, I used to bump them when they first started. Um, who else? Just a
I don't
lot of
think
artists
I
I don't listen to anymore.
I don't think I've really like fell off and like been like I don't like why like did I ever listen to this dude, but I think I'm morely like fell off and then came back to it and be like, damn, like I missed like this is like what I like grew up like listening to, you know what I mean? Like type.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's facts on Kevin Gates, dude. I used to listen to Kevin Gates all the time,
I
and then
agree
I
with what
just
you guys are
stopped.
saying. My example of that kind of thing is actually, believe it or not, Lil Dicky, because I only started listening to him when he dropped that album, Professional Rapper,
Yeah, such
and
a good song.
yeah, it's a good song. It's a good album, and I'm like, yo, this is his first album, and he's got Fetty Wap on it, who was big at the time, who obviously fell off.
Right.
You
Oh,
know,
that's another one. Yep, that's another
yeah,
one I
yeah.
used to listen to
Um,
all the time.
He said he's done making music.
really?
Yeah, he posted on like he was live and then like he like said something like everybody's at like nagging me to make music and whatnot and he was like I'm rich, I'm living life, like leave me alone. I did what I had to do for my team. Da da da.
Man switched to DoorDash or some shit. He's about to be rich for like 3 years, bro. He's young. That's not gonna. It's gonna run out. Anyways,
Yeah,
let me stop shitting on him. He has more money in his bank account than I will ever have. Yo, Tube Breakin. Thank you for the follow. So Lil Dicky was that guy for me. That comes to mind at least. I'm sure I could think of other examples if I thought hard, but because he had that professional rapper album, and I was like, yo, this dude is Fetty Wap, Rich Homie Quan, T Pain, Snoop Dogg, the fucking dude from Panic at the Disco, all on one album. And his first album, and I'm like, yo, this dude's insane. And then he like just sold out like a lot of other people, and he dropped shit like, do you guys remember the song Earth by him?
Yeah.
yeah,
So he wanted to like save the planet and shit. So because I don't know, like he was on like a whole save the planet mission, and now he makes a TV show. He has a TV show and everything about his rapping career.
He does have a TV show. He has that show Dave. I haven't seen that, but have
Yeah,
you guys
I
seen
haven't seen it
Atlanta?
either. Nah.
nah,
Atlanta's kind of Atlanta came out first, by the way, like years before, and I haven't really seen Dave. I think I've literally watched one episode, so I don't know
Got
if it
you.
was good or not. But apparently, like Atlanta is just kind of like a different version of Dave, where it's Childish Gambino's show, and he's not even the rapper in the show. There's like another dude called Paperboy who's like the main rapper, and it's kind of the same shit. It just follows a rapper around his life, all this kind
Got
of
you.
behind the scenes type shit.
Got you.
So
yeah. I
go
don't
ahead.
really get to watch too much like TV or anything like that. By the time like me and Swope are done like working on something or like
Yeah.
whatever we're working on, like we're like KO'd in the bed,
Yeah.
like knocked out, like
Dude, I totally feel that. So let's talk about you guys more. We talked about how you guys met each other, and now you kind of have. Is it wrong to call it a record label, or would that be
Uh,
accurate?
not at the moment, I guess, like, cause we got to
not
get
on paper.
everything like official and whatnot. But like, I more call it like a like a collective, I guess. Like we got a small, like a really small group of like people who are really in tune like to what we're doing. But at the same time, we got a huge community like that we're helping. If that makes sense, like Swope tried to discuss earlier.
Yeah.
No, it does make sense. So let's talk about what you guys like actually do. So it's not exactly a record label, but you guys have like a collective of people who are like-minded. Like, are you talking about music-wise, or just like in general? Like, it's like, yo, we're on the same page, just like mentally.
Uh, music wise and mentally, like everybody in our collective and new people that we're meeting, like we all want to just vibe out and see what their mindset is, and like if we kick it with them, like we'll add them to the collective or we'll give them like advice about what they should do with their music or whatever. But there's a lot of people that we met and they were about it, and then like when it came down to working, for instance, they were just like, nah, I'd rather just work on my stuff. So like you got to find the right mindset of people
Yeah.
for sure.
I agree. I think it's really hard to find I don't think it's hard to find like-minded people exactly, but it's hard to find people with the same work ethic as you, if that makes sense. It's like, yo, how
Yeah.
many people have said they're down to do like a song with you and then, it just like never ends up happening for one reason or another. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's facts.
I would say it's work ethic, and at the same time, it's like you got to realize everybody has their own image. You know what I mean? If you don't have a similar image to somebody, like, then it's just not gonna work because the other person is just gonna be like, well, I want to be above like this person and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of it actually comes down to ego, believe it or
Yeah,
not. I
Yeah,
have one friend who I mention him a lot on like these episodes because dude, for real, like I've heard hundreds of people and I know like who's good, who's not, whatever. Like this dude is like undoubtedly just super good. Like he's good lyrics, good flow, good whatever, good everything. But like his ego is like to the point where he's like he's like, yo, I won't do any feature with anybody else because he didn't outright say this, but it's almost like he's implying like, yo, I'm not gonna do a feature because like they're not worthy of my time type shit. And I'm like, dude, like that is so the wrong mindset. Like you're just fucking yourself almost.
yeah, and he's probably the type of person for like if somebody was bigger than him, and he would be begging to that person to get on their song type shit. So I don't know, man. It's that mindset. I don't know how that shit works. Honestly, I just want to help people. That's just my mindset.
Yeah, and I'm the same exact way. I'm the same exact way where it's like, yo, I'm literally here to help people.
Yeah,
But you
let's just
could
vibe and make music.
exactly, and I'm sure both of you at this point, since you guys have like been in the game for a while, you can kind of tell. At least I can. I'm sure you guys can too. At this point, you can probably kind of tell when somebody's like, I want to call them a social climber, which is Swope exactly what you were saying, which is like, yo, if
Yeah,
they're below you, it's like, yo, you're not gonna help them out in any way. But if they're above you, like if someone bigger than you asks for a feature, whatever, you're on their dick. You're pretty much you're like,
yeah,
yo, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
exactly. And I met a lot of people like that so far.
yeah.
I
There's been so many. There's been so many people like that we've like met that just like they're so kind at first, and it like me and Swope were like we're genuine person and whatnot. Like we came like from the spot of not having, the things around us that we needed to go to the next level, you know? So it sucks sometimes that like some people just like act like so like genuine and then just switch up the role whenever they get what they want type shit. Like and it
Yeah,
confuses the both of us the most. I feel like that's like the hardest part of our journey that we've like yet to learn, you know what I mean? We're slowly, like, perfecting it to where, like, we're, like, getting better at, like, controlling, shit like that, but it's been a rough path, like, with, like, people just doing us dirty when we had no intentions to do so for them, you know what I mean?
I totally agree. I think that's a great point. It's easier for people to be on your side when you're up. You know what I mean? When you're up, it's easy for people to just kind of be like, "Yeah, dude, like I've loved you the whole time. I've always loved your songs."
yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
"All right, but I've been making music for this many years and you literally haven't like reposted one song,
yeah.
whatever, type shit like that." I think I talked about with Ian last time. I'm not sure if I did, but Swope, I would also love to hear your perspective. Um,
I think I know where you're going with this.
you might, I'm not too sure. What are your thoughts on like your home? Who are your guys' biggest supporters? By the way, like, is it your homies?
Okay,
I'm gonna go into my story after, but I want to hear yours. Like, who is the people? Like I just said, like you got those homies who just when you're up, they're like, "Yo, I love you," but they have literally
right.
never done anything for you. And it's not like
Yeah,
I'm asking you to write a verse or send me money. It's like, dude, I'm asking you to like my fucking Instagram post, which is free.
right,
You know what
right,
I mean? It
right.
takes
It's free.
1 second,
Like,
not even.
I'm
exactly.
a
And you're already on Instagram and shit. You like swipe past my shit. I know you are.
Imma
So,
answer it first because I gotta use the bathroom real fast. Imma let him answer his,
uh,
but my, biggest inspiration is honestly, like, I know you probably already know the answer, but Swope, like, and Gracie that you see in the chat, like, and I wish I could say, like, people close around me and whatnot, but, like, these people, like, that I've met in person and shit, but, that I've first met off the internet and whatnot, like, believed in me way much more than anybody around me would ever believe in me. They put, it's not all about materialistic things and whatnot, like you said, but they put those things in my hands without asking for a single penny back, you know what I mean? Like through the hardest of my times when I was going through like rough times. So it's like they're definitely like my biggest inspirations, like to keep on pushing forward with music. And also Oscar. So like my top three probably be like Swope, like Oscar and Gracie.
And Swope.
So my probably is my family, like on my probably one of my sisters, because in the beginning when I started music, they were like, all right, you're just making beats in your bedroom. Like, why are you staying in your bedroom all the time? You're just
Mm-hmm.
making beats for no reason. I'm like, no, I'm not making beats for no reason. I'd rather do this and get happy off of it than do drugs or something or drink and get happy. You know what I mean? Like, I'd
Yeah.
rather make music and get happy. And because life can take a toll. And so I had a lot of family members just like question me and shit. But I have one sister that stick with me the whole way through, and she loves my music. Every time I make a new song, she's crying and shit. So that really, really inspires me to keep on going, because I could see, like, going back to emotion. My music is very emotional, and
Mm-hmm.
I could see her like feeling the emotions I feel in my music and shit. So that really inspires me. But going back to my homies, when I first started, I had a bunch of friends from like elementary school and high school, um, who grew up with me and stuff, and always kicked it. And like I started making beats, and they all disappeared out of my life with didn't say nothing to me. They just
Yep.
disappeared, stopped picking up my calls, everything, just because I was making beats in my bedroom. And it wasn't like they would come over and I would make a beat and then I would stop making the beat. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't make beats in front of them because I don't know. I just felt like they didn't fuck with it, so I didn't make it in front of them. Or um, I would never like show them my beats either. But like they just realized that's what my passion was, and like I don't know, they just stopped fucking with me.
Yeah, dude. One, that's beautiful that your sister really likes your music. That
Yeah,
really is awesome. Um, Two, I kind of have like a similar ish story to you guys where it's like, yo, all of my real friends that I've know in real life and I've known them forever, when I showed them my
yeah,
songs, they're all just kind of the same reaction where it's like, oh, okay, like you made a song, whatever. But
yeah,
it's the same thing you guys are kind of talking about, and it's also kind of like how you guys met, whatever. I show people on the internet, people who I have nothing to gain out of it, who I will never see in real life, who have no fucking there's no reason for them to even like it. It's like, yo, whatever.
they should be
Those
more
are the
slow.
people who are like, yo, this is insane. Like, whatever. Those are the
Right.
people that, not even the people that I get the most love from, dude. Those are kind of the only people I get any love from. Which
Well,
is
I
insane
think,
because it's like,
yeah,
yo, you got homies, you got family, you got whatever people you grow up with, people who you've known in real life forever. It's like, dude, it's crazy that those people aren't the people who are in love with your music. It's these random people online who don't know you and will never, actually know you in real life.
yeah, and I could say something like random people online, they're music lovers. You know, they're looking for that next artist. They're always out there searching for that shit. And the people that are like, yeah, you could have like a music lover in your family, but most of the time they're just music listeners. They're just listening to modern music. They're listening to what's on the radio. They're listening to what's popping and shit. So they hear something new, they're like, I don't know about this, because they're so intuitive, like into listening to the same shit over and over and over and over, because that's how radio is. And I like it's crazy to think, because like I have so many friends that like didn't fuck with my music. Now I'm talking about like my songs.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't fuck with me when I first started, but now they're like, yo, you're a goat, like you're doing amazing, like keep on going, keep on going. But they didn't fuck with me in the beginning. And like I just it just confuses me. You know, I like I appreciate it, but like you could have fucked with me in the beginning. You could have helped me out, like or whatever. Like you could have told me, kept on going. Then they were like, because I had some friends who told me, "Oh, stop fucking making music. Just keep on making beats. Stop fucking making music. Just keep on making beats." And now they're like, "Oh no, keep on making songs. Keep on making songs." So I was like, "I'm just gonna do me, bro. Like I'm done. I'm done. Like
Yeah, dude,
like
I
I'm done giving out. I'm looking for feedback and shit. I'm just doing what makes me happy.
I
And that's
totally agree. Again, it's like easy to be on your side when you're up. Like I know you said like your homies like eventually they're like, "Yo, like keep making songs whatever."
yeah.
To go to the flip side of this, do you guys I'll go to mine after. I'll do mine last. Do you guys have any stories where it's literally the opposite of someone supporting you? Like what's your like biggest someone hating on you story? And preferably somebody you actually know. But it could also be a random internet hater. But I want to talk about like someone you actually know, like kind of you just brought up Swope, your homies, whatever, who told you to stop making music. Like, what are your
Yeah.
stories like that? Like the biggest one.
Uh, Probably somebody in Ian City just like saying like something about ODH and shit because they're jealous. Like
Yeah, some like
he
hater
told me
shit
a
like
bunch
that.
of he told
Yeah.
me a bunch of times where like they talked about ODH because they can't do what we do and shit. So they're gonna talk about us. But I'm trying to think on my side in Philly, like um I gotta think about that.
I was about to say that's a good question. There's so many people that we've ran by that has gave like negative vibes and whatnot, but we
Hmm.
we like try our best to like push through it and don't let the situation like eat us up because it takes a lot of energy to do so. Like, but there's been so many situations like to ask for the best one. Like that's hard as fuck. Like we've been done like dirt after like throwing hands out, like doing free shit for people. So there's a lot of situations like he said, it's hard to think about a certain situation because like at the same time, like we don't want to throw names out type shit. There's so many there's so many
Right.
people type shit, you know what I mean? But um like there's been situations like he said where people just like hate on us like and just try to like start like problems that are not even like visible, you know what I mean? Like it's like bringing problems out their ass just because they want to try to ruin the vibe of what's going on or try to stop or whatever. But um as I always told Swope, like through the beginning of everything, like I'm a secondhand CEO. He's the one who created everything, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um I'm just behind his back, you know what I mean? So I would never let anybody in my city like talk down on him, but we definitely like been through like a lot of altercations to where like I've gotten to like conflicts and shit like that over studio time clients and shit like that cuz we pull at least like 5 clients a week like right
Damn.
now at this moment of time. But there's I've like a couple weeks ago I just had to kick a female out of the house like out of the studio, like,
You
it's a
gonna talk
lot
about
it's a
that?
lot of stuff, bro.
You gonna talk about that?
Yeah. So I'm sure we all have stories about like random haters online. That's just something that
Yeah.
comes with you having an online presence. Like no matter what you're
Yeah.
doing, it's not even a music type thing. It's literally like, yo, you could be doing whatever. You could be a dancer. Doesn't matter. Someone's gonna be like, yo, you suck. Whatever. Your moves
Right.
suck. Whatever. I'm sure we all have like internet fucking stories. I have one really quick. I like went on a Twitch feedback stream and I posted my song, and like literally before this dude even heard me rap or sing on it, whatever, he just stopped the track. He was like, "Yo, why are you even making music? I'm not gonna waste my time listening to this," because like he
What?
didn't like the beat. And I was like, it was like one of my first weeks even doing music feedback because I'm fucking super new to Twitch, dude. I was
That
like,
speaks numbers though. That's how you know people are just worried about the beat and shit. They don't even care about the lyrics no more.
yeah, I was like, holy shit, like, oh my fucking god, this
Dude,
guy is like such a hater.
I
Yeah.
had some dude, that comes through and he makes like more like piano, like real like life like piano melodies and stuff like choir like chords and stuff. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not really a big like producer.
Hmm.
Um, but like he goes crazy with it and I always give him like respect and whatnot when he comes through and he named out so many streamers that I knew and like have talked to and stuff. Like, and he's like, "Dude, I'm thinking about getting off Twitch because, like, I always go around and they just, like, shit on my artwork and stuff, like," and I'm like, "Damn, dog, like, tell me their names, like, I'll try to, like, DM them and try to, like, have a conversation with them because that's not cool, like, it's not cool to be shitting on other people, you know what I mean? Like, if you're
Hmm.
doing music feedback and shit like that, do it at a certain extent, you know what I mean? You didn't at the end of the day, like, when you first started, you didn't have the shit that you had, so you should try to relate to people who are in the same boat, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally agree. I feel like people don't realize um, how vulnerable you have to make yourself to even make a song. You know what I mean?
No,
Dude,
that's facts.
you know what I
That's
mean?
facts.
It's not easy. I know when I make a song, especially when I actually think it's good and I post in music feedback and like they get to my song, I'm literally like standing up on the fucking edge of
You're
my
like
chair like,
anxious.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, what does this guy think? Because I poured my fucking, especially if you're doing emotional shit too. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
I literally poured my heart out into this song. It is pretty much like this random dude reading my fucking, like, not that I have one, but it's like this random dude reading my diary right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like, yo, you have no idea, unless you make music, you have no idea how vulnerable you have to make yourself to even speak about true shit. You know what I mean? It's easy to make a song about guns and bitches, whatever. Like that I don't
Yeah.
care. But it's like, yo, if you're talking about some real shit, it's like, dude, it's almost like someone's reading your diary. And it's like,
Right.
yo, if someone's reading your fucking diary,
It's-
you're gonna be on the fucking edge of your seat. You know, what does this guy think? Like, you're gonna be
Right.
analyzing everything.
Because they're
that
like picking at your mind and soul. Like it's a whole different thing.
and
Yeah.
it sucks because that's what, like, comes with being an artist, like, when that's what you sign up for, like, being an artist, like, when you put yourself out there, like, and everything, it sucks, like, that's the like, when I like, my biggest inspiration is, like, Mac Miller, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He, like, suffered from people, like, making fun of him and shit and, like, posting, like, hate comments and shit, like, and doing whatnot, like, he's, like, had multiple interviews saying so. And it's like some people just don't know like the type of toll it could take on that type of creative because like that type of creator because um like that person's like you said, like you're telling your life, you're putting your diary on the line,
Mm-hmm.
like they don't understand that, they can't relate to it, like so they rather shit on you.
Agreed. And obviously, I don't know because I'm not a fucking celebrity. But in my opinion, I guess I feel like it almost hurts more when you're a small artist because it's like, yo, so let's say that Twitch stream that I just told you guys about. I only
Yeah,
send
Right.
my song out to like 5 Twitch streams, maybe. So this dude shitting on it is like a big percentage of people who are even hearing the song shitting on it, as opposed to like someone super famous, like let's say like Joey Badass. I kind of shit on him before. Sorry, Joey Badass stands, whatever. It's like, yo, I'm a random dude shitting on him. What the fuck does he care? He's got millions and millions and millions of followers. Who cares? Some random fucking loser on Twitch is like, yo, your music is not that good. But for me,
Yeah.
some fucking guy who his music doesn't get a ton of views or whatever, it's like, yo, I've only showed same example. I've only showed 3 people my diary, let's say, you know what I mean? And one dude is shitting on it. It's like, yo, I
yeah,
really do take that to heart. And I know you
Yeah.
shouldn't. I know in my brain that you shouldn't and you shouldn't care about people hating on you. But for some reason, like sometimes it just kind of like stings,
it
man, you know?
does, yeah, like,
Especially if it's live feedback.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
Like if it's just
For
a
sure.
comment, I'm not worried about it. But if it's live feedback, I'm really anxious and I'm like wondering what the fuck they're thinking in their mind.
yeah. Long story short, I don't wanna, like, make this story run on, but I've had this dude like, so I was freestyling a track that this producer sent on my live stream that, like, I was live, you know, and he
Mhm.
sent me the track, and he was like, "You should try to freestyle something to it." So I ended up freestyling to it, and, like, it ended up coming out dope as shit, and this, like, random dude came through, and he was like, "Yo, let me get on the second verse," and I was like, I've never like met you before, heard your music, but sure, here, like I'll give you the chance, like, but
Mhm.
don't get disappointed if I don't let you on it, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And he came back like 40 minutes later, like I felt something was weird, so I just like
Oh,
finished it off myself. And like so like as soon as like he sends it back, he's talking about like how he's got like STDs and he's burning and he's pissing on bitches and just weird shit. Like, and I'm like, okay, well, like it'd be funny if you were like 12 or something, but you're like, it sounds like you're old. Like, what are you doing? Like, and so like it got to that point and he ended up saying like other foul things and I ended up blocking him. Well, a couple days later, like my last live stream, he pops back up on a different account and he sends feedback in. I didn't know any better. And I clicked on it and it was a picture of me on SoundCloud in that song. And I played like 5 seconds of it. And I was like, yo, so like,
I didn't even know this.
I was like, so Swope like mixed this and Vesh mixed it. So I was like, how did this get out to anybody? And I wasn't like, like pressing anybody. I'm just like questioning like how did this get out? Like did anybody send it out to anybody? And then like all of a sudden dude was like, oh, you're tripping on your team, like da da da, like you send it to me. You're just mad because you got you're just mad because you got killed on the track. Like I did better than your part or something. And I'm like, bro, like what the fuck? I ended up blocking him. I'm like, bro, you're just trying to get to me. You know what I mean?
The hell, dude? Why do
That's
you have so
so
much
weird.
time on your hands, bro? Like that dude has
Yeah.
too much time on his hands.
Exactly, man. Like I was like, what the hell?
Bro, there's nobody who has more time in the world than some fucking loser hater, which is the sad part because they have the time to comment on every single one of your tracks to be like, "Yo, this sucks." You don't have the time because you're actually busy working. You guys are doing your
Yeah,
shit, I'm doing my shit, you know? We don't have the time. We don't have the luxury to do some shit like that. But dude, a hater's got
exactly.
all the fucking time in the world to do some bullshit like that. Like waste your whole night recording some
Yeah.
verse about STDs or whatever the fuck you said, you know?
And he was just mad because I only played 5 seconds, like I said, so he didn't get the reaction on stream. Like, cause I heard the first 5 seconds, I paused it. I was like, "What? Like he's trolling me." Like, so I turned it off, and then like he started talking shit, like, and I blocked him. And that's when he came through a couple days later, like, and tried to like make the other loud, like my new audience listen to it. And I didn't even get to his part, and he was like, "No, play the end." Like, like, and I'm like, "Nah, like what?"
Yeah, holy shit. People really, really do just have too much time on their hands to do some stupid shit like that.
Like I said, it'd be funny if I probably crack a smile or something if it was like a little kid being a dumbass or something. But dude, that dude sounded like he had a deeper voice than me.
Yeah, that sounds like some shit I would do when I was literally like 10 years old. And even then I'd probably be like, I might be a little too old for this.
That's
So let's talk about you guys again. My bad, I keep getting sidetracked. So you guys Swope, you're not only a producer, but you make, you rap as well slash sing maybe.
yes. I rap and sing, and I mix and master and produce beats.
Okay, and Ian, I obviously know you're a rapper. You started mixing and mastering too as well, correct? Or no?
I pretty much just like get the mix clean and then bounce the mix to Swope. He masters it, gets the fixes the mix up and everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys are kind of you guys are like helping people out with mixing and mastering and stuff.
Well,
Correct.
like the local clients around us, we charge them like by the hour and everything, and like through my job situation right now, Swope is like actually being lenient and like not like making me like come fully like out of pocket for certain situations like deals, but um like we usually cut half and half like with the studio time and whatnot and just like rock it like that and kill tracks and do shit for local clients. But people on the internet that we find, we usually try to show love to them and whatnot unless they're
Yeah.
serious about their craft. And like we could tell that like they want more and more and more songs, and we're like, "Okay, like, we're gonna have to start doing some type of
Yeah.
deal for you," like
I've mixed a lot of like little kids tracks or fucking just people that I know are beginning. I just want to make them like have a smile on their face and shit. Like have a nice decent mix for free. Like I'll just give it to them. They're like, "Holy shit, this is really insane." I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Like anytime. Like just
You know,
hit me up.
you
If you
know,
need anything, just let me know."
Swope. It's actually really cool you say that. When I was actually first starting out, I know I was kind of talking about Reddit earlier. That's where I first started posting my music. I didn't post on
Yeah.
Instagram. There was no TikTok at the time 2 years ago. Was there? Probably not. Whatever. Maybe it wasn't popular. So basically, the long story short, the only place I was posting it was Reddit, and I was
Mhm.
posting these unmixed, unmastered tracks because it's like, dude, when you're first starting out, you don't know shit about mixing. You don't
Yeah.
even know that a song has to be mixed. You just think in your head, you're like, all right, well, I make this song for into my mic, I sing into my mic or whatever, and I put in FL Studios, and that's a song. You're not like, oh, now obviously we all realize, oh, it's got to be mixed, it's got to be mastered, all this shit. Anyways, I was posting on Reddit, unmixed, unmastered, totally dog shit, by the way, because like when I first started rapping, And dude, I had someone like Swope in my life because this dude heard me online and he was like, "Yo, I know this is not mixed. I can like tell whatever, but like I kind of the same situation as you guys. He's like, "Yo, I know you have a lot of potential. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it and master it for free and send it back to you." And he's like, "Yo, post this one. Trust me, it's a million times better." And it's crazy to hear yourself the first time somebody mixes one of your songs or
Yeah.
masters it, because you're like, I don't, for me at least, dude, the vote of confidence that it gave me, it was like, holy shit, I actually sound pretty good. And like this dude gave me so much confidence. And if it wasn't for someone like him, and I'm sure a lot of people feel like this way about you, Swope, it's like, yo, if it weren't for people like this who can actually make someone feel like they're actually pretty good, it's like, yo, I don't really know if I would have pursued music. You know, if I just,
Ex- exactly.
yeah, if like people were just, if I just stuck with my unmixed, unmastered tracks, and obviously everyone was shitting on it because it's not mixed or mastered. If it was just kind of like that, dude, I probably would have just been like, all right, well, I guess like literally every single person says I suck, so I mean, either I'm wrong or these 100 people are wrong. It's probably me. I guess I suck. Let me stop making music. So people like
Right.
you, dude, Swope, or you're honestly, dude, people like you are like fucking guardian angels, honestly.
Face,
I,
face.
I'm trying, man. I'm doing the best I can. Like I just want people just to be happy about what the fuck they want to do in life, and like I've been shit on with my music, and I just don't want that to happen to others. That's all.
Yeah, dude, I totally agree. It's cool, dude. Even Swope, just talking to you for however long it's been, 45 minutes, my first time meeting you. It's the same exact
Yeah.
thing as the first time I talked to Iain, man, where it's like, yo, I can genuinely tell, and I have like a good read on people, I want to say. I can genuinely tell you guys are doing this because you love helping people. You're not in
Yep.
this for money. You're not like, yo, I got to make a quick buck. It's like, yo, you genuinely don't give a fuck as long as your bills are paid and you got food in your fridge or whatever,
Right.
and you don't have to work some shitty 9 to 5 factory job. It's like, yo, I don't care. Like I'm just down to help people, and I know you guys are exactly like that, which is cool.
Right.
That's why I love talking to you guys. Um, that's why I hit
Oh,
up
thank
Iain
you, bro.
today. Yeah, no problem. That's why I hit up Iain today too. Same exact feeling when me and Iain did our first episode. It was like, yo, I don't even know you, but like we just like clicked and vibed like immediately, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And we really appreciate like people like you that come around and like tell us from an outsider perspective like what we're doing and whatnot. Like of course like we talk about it like but it's like natural for us. Like we're always focused on to the like next thing. So I guess we don't really get to see like from an outsider's perspective like how people see us or we're not. Like so that really means a lot what you just said.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
nailed it.
I'm sorry, Swope. Go ahead.
I said he nailed it, right?
Oh yeah. So I've seen like a bunch of people who do like mixing, mastering type shit, and a lot of the people I see, it's like almost like, hey, give me your money. You know
Quick
what I
buck.
mean?
Yeah, quick buck.
Yeah.
It's like a quick buck. It's like, yo, give me your money, I'll make you sound decent. And it's like, I mean, I guess you're providing a service, whatever, but it'd be cool if like you actually liked my music. That would mean more
Right.
to me. I'd rather get like a medium, like a mid mix, and you actually like my shit, than like a super high quality mix, and you're like, all right, this kid sucks. Let me just mix this and real quick and throw all these super like presets on or whatever.
Right. And it's just like connecting with people and like having connections with people. It's not just a robot connection. You know what I mean? You're actually having a genuine conversation with the mixing engineer. It's a whole different vibe than just, all right, let me just send you the track. All right, this is how much it's gonna be. This is what you want. Like when I talk to people, I want to make their whole image happen. Like they want to sound like Juice World. I'll try to make them sound like Juice World. They want that effect they heard in a different song. I'm gonna try to put that effect in that song. You know what I mean? It's a whole different vibe when you talk to the mixing engineer and stuff,
I
and he's
totally agree.
genuine.
I love that answer, man. I really do love that answer. I want to talk, since we're on the topic, I want to talk about connections. And I don't want to talk about connections like, I want to talk about connections like how kind of we're talking about it right now, Swope. How do you guys feel that genuine connections like you guys are making, how do you feel that helps you guys?
Ian, you want to start or do you want me to start?
Yeah, I could start. So making genuine connections like how you can make them, I don't really know how you can make them. It's just like something in the universe. Like if you miss out on the opportunity, you can never meet that person. You know what I mean? That's what's crazy
Yep.
about it. Um, but like the answer, like meeting a genuine connection, bro. Like that shit could take you like to a whole new level, you know what I mean? Exactly like what you said earlier, how that dude reached out and he made you realize like, hey, like my vocals like could be way better than what they are. Like it could be another level to this, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how like making connections is. And like you kind of like even if you make one good connection, keep on pushing out and making other connections as well. Like because those people are gonna see the image that you have and then they're gonna wanna attract to that energy, you know what I mean? Like in
Yeah.
a bigger team, like and everything, like more people working together is going to be a faster way for everybody to reach their goals or image or whatever they want to do in life rather than just one person like trying to figure everything out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And as for me, like I see a genuine connection. Like, so if I'm putting out good energy towards a person and I'm like, all right, I'll mix your track and everything, they're not expecting that. Like that could change that person's mindset to the point where, all right, now this dude's my friend and stuff. Like he'll help me out with my mixing and everything. Like he's not just a dude that's gonna charge me and shit. And it's a whole different like vibe you make with that person. And I really like see that. Like I just want to connect with like certain people and stuff. Like I don't want to just be that one person that's like, well, can you help me? Like the dudes asked me, can you help me with the mix? And I'm like, all right, $45. No, no, no. Like I want to like get to know when that dude started his music, like how long he's been making music, where he wants to go with his music, and I'm gonna try to help him get to that. And like I feel like certain people, that person who was like, oh, can you help me with the mix? He's expecting me to say, yeah, $45. He's not expecting me to want to know about everything, and I feel like that's just how society is and shit. Like they just it's
Facts.
a capitalistic society and shit.
Yo,
Like
Swope,
yeah,
Dude,
after you finish what you're saying, tell them about how we linked up and everything, like how we made shit like official, like linked up and whatnot.
yeah, I got you. And I'm just saying like people just expect you to like want to charge them and shit, and I don't think that's right, in my opinion. I mean, I understand it's work, but it needs to the point where like if you're a beginner and stuff, like you can't just like I don't know, like use people like that. In my
I
opinion.
I totally agree with what you're saying. I feel like some people treat music and mixing, mastering, like you said, some people literally treat it as like a transaction. It's like, all right, I'll
Yeah.
give you $50 and I'm mixing your boom. It's like, you're buying a fucking whatever at Walmart,
Yeah.
whatever. You give me the money, you get the service done. It's like, dude, where the fuck is like the creativity, passion, all that shit behind it? Literally a robot could make music. There's AIs, there's programs that
Yeah.
make fucking music. Like
Yep.
but I don't want to hear a fucking robot make music. I want to hear the passion and shit behind it. I want to hear some shit like you guys are talking about where you're literally doing it because you like that person and you fuck with them and you fuck with their music. The free
Yeah.
mix type shit like you're talking about could literally change a person's life and their
That's
life
what I'm saying.
trajectory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what I'm saying, dude, I don't know if I would be here talking about music with you guys and making music every fucking day if that dude didn't mix my shit. I honestly might have literally been like, all right, dude, I suck. Music's not for me. I don't know. Maybe I should be an engineer or some. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly. Yeah.
you could literally change someone's life. It's cool that you guys are putting genuine human connection behind these things. Um, it makes all the difference in the world. It's almost like night and day. Literally, like me paying someone on a website like Fiverr or some shit to mix my
Yeah.
thing. It's just a transaction. There's no emotion behind it. It's nothing. I might not even talk to the
You're
guy.
not talking to him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Swope. It's like, dude, I might literally not even communicate with the guy. Hey, here's the
Right.
MP3. Here's the WAV file. Mix it. Okay, sir. Here's $45. Okay, sir. It's done. Whatever, dude. The genuine human connection. Uh, dude, it's literally like night and day. It's
Yeah.
nothing like it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And there are some producers in real life. who like yeah, they're not really genuine about. They're just doing it for um the money and shit. But there's a lot of mixing engineers who like old mixing engineers that already made it and shit. Like they're really I look up to them and stuff because like I watch their videos and like you could tell they are just in it for the music. They are in it because they're geeks and like they love the EQs and the compressors, learning everything about everything. Like
Right.
you could just tell the love for it, and that's why they're so so ahead of everybody else. Like everybody's looking up to them. Everybody's getting their presets. I want to be that person. Like you know
I
what I mean?
I totally agree. And this is kind of an unrelated note, but also a related note. Do you guys know who Danny Trejo is?
Nah.
It, I'm sure you don't have to do it right now, guys, but I'm sure if you Googled him, you would know exactly who it is. It's this
Anywho,
Danny Trejo. You know what, guys? Google him real quick. Danny Trejo, Trejo. He's been in hundreds of movies. You guys definitely know this guy. I'll wait for you guys to Google him
yeah,
real
I
quick.
know.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
know him. Swope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys know this dude. He's in everything. He's an OG. Whatever. He
I
something
just
I
don't know actor's name like that.
Yeah, I don't even know how I know his name, but whatever. Um, I saw something that he said, which is kind of on a similar note as what we're talking about. He was like, "Yo, I've seen a bunch." Obviously he's an actor. He's like, "Yo, I've seen a bunch of people in the industry who would step on someone's throat to just get ahead or get a part." He was like, "I've never been like that. I've literally put other people before myself." He's like, "I've helped people who have no credentials, no acting, whatever." He was like, "And that's what made me such a big star. It's because I helped all of these different people who, I did it out of like the goodwill of my heart." So it's kind of like what you guys are doing too. It's like, yo, if you don't have love for music, why the fuck are you doing it? Like I said, dude, an
Yeah,
AI, a fucking Alexa could make a
exactly.
song and it would be good because like technically it's good and it follows music theory or whatever. But I don't want to hear that shit, man. I want to hear something, I want to hear you do it because you fucking love it.
Right.
yeah. And I don't know what it is, but it's something about putting like good things into the universe that always comes back. I know it's corny because everybody says it, but it's facts. Like that night that we got off of the podcast or whatnot, like I had a good week that week or whatnot. And then like right after that, like the next week, I had like a pretty like shitty week, and like I went live and I someone donated me $100, and then
Woo.
I ended up getting 11 subscribers that night.
I
Like
started a
swope,
sub chain.
Damn,
yeah.
bro.
Like it's
That's
just
like
like something and then something in the universe just like comes back to you. Like I bought like one meal with $100, and then I took it to other streamers, bought subscriptions, donated money to them. Like I try to like go to as many as I could find and like music streamers and shit, and just like show love and shit because I know like at the end of the day it's gonna come back.
Yeah. You were actually, by the way, thank you again, Ian. You were literally my first subscriber. Since then, I've
I
gotten
appreciate
like
it,
two, maybe, which is still cool as fuck to me, and it still blows my mind. It's cool as fuck that anyone would even want to do some shit like that. But
bro. I got my first paycheck off of Twitch like a month ago, bro. Like don't stop grinding. Like it's definitely like worth it, bro. Like are you affiliate yet? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you are. You're
yeah,
affiliate. Like
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
bro.
affiliate.
Bro, keep on grinding, bro. Like keep on live streaming, like grinding as much as you are, bro. I promise you, like in at least like 3 months or whatnot, make sure you have your it's not all about money or whatnot, but bro, it's like this could be your job, you know what I mean? Like you're definitely creating a good image for yourself, bro.
Thank you, man.
yeah,
I appreciate that a lot.
I would keep on like talking to other artists and shit like about like their stories and everything because it's interesting. It's really interesting where people come from.
Thank you, guys. I'm kind of in the same boat as you, where I like doing this because I genuinely just like talking to people and hearing about them. I like hearing about their
Right.
stories. Everyone's got a cool ass story. I don't care where you're from. Like, it doesn't matter what about you at all. It's like, yo, everyone's got a cool ass story. Even not even music wise. I've talked to people on here who are just like painters or something. It's like it doesn't
Oh, that's
really
cool.
matter. You know what I mean? I really
Yeah.
Yeah,
just wanted to make this like not even like a music podcast per se, but like just a creative podcast.
Oh,
Um,
that's dope. That's dope.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I've had someone on
Yeah.
here who's like a painter or whatever, or someone who draws and shit. It's like it's just cool. People who are creative have always like jived well with me or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like they got the same every creative has the same image, like, they all wanna get to the place of comfort to, work for their self or, like, make least to say, make money off their own work and be their own boss, you know what I mean? Like, that's everybody's biggest dream.
I totally agree. I love talking to people who just love what they do. Like, dude, people like
Yeah.
you, genuine fucking guys like you, if I can get that on my podcast every night and just talk to you guys, dude, it's fucking awesome. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like a podcast. It doesn't feel like an
Right.
interview. It's like, dude,
Yeah,
it's just a couple guys talking, you know?
Exactly.
yeah. And
That's
there's
cool.
not many people doing it like you're doing it, you know what I mean? Like, so if you keep on like pushing forward, like do like I know it's like hard to maybe hard to do with your schedule and like your life or whatnot, but try to push forward for like two people like a week and never like feel afraid to hit me up. I'll find artists for you, you know what I mean? But like try to push for like two like a week and then you'll start seeing the views start count like catching up, you know what I mean? It might seem like
Because
you're
working
not in
hard
it
is
for the
working.
views and shit like that, obviously, but sometimes like you're speaking facts, like everybody's speaking facts. Like a lot of people, a lot of artists need to hear this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree. One, thank you um, for saying you would help me find people because that's sometimes I struggle with that. Um, two, what was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say, but the last topic, only because I apologize for kind of cutting this short. It's just I got to wake up super early. But the last thing I
That's
want to
good.
say is I know all of us, we've went over it. We're all just in it because we love doing this. How do you guys feel? I'll go first because I have like a quick story. How do you guys feel about when like the views or the subs or whatever, like, dude, you got 11 subscribers in one night and someone donated $100, and even though it's not about money, that's insane, um real quick, and then I'll let you guys both go. uh I'll let you guys both say what you need to answer to this. My thing is, like, it's not even Twitch related, but I could do a Twitch one, but I'll do a fucking another one real quick. Like, I've been posting a lot on TikTok, just like some stupid shit, but I had one video recently that got like 180,000 views and like 40,000 likes. And
Damn.
although it's not about views and it's not about likes, and I just make the shit content cuz I make the content cuz I think it's funny or I like it, whatever. It was like, dude, seeing that, it was like, holy shit, like, dude, that made me feel so good that it got all those views and all those likes. So even though it's not about that at all, how do you guys feel when you get some shit like Ian had 11 subscribers, or maybe you guys got a shit ton of clients, whatever?
Okay. Ian, you want to go first?
Yeah. Well, I think like anybody that like has like done so, like they just see my reaction there. Like I really don't know what to say. It's like I never like when I like grew up and everything, like I don't like I told you before, I don't even have like close family members that would do like some things that Swope or like Gracie would do or anybody around me would do. And it's just crazy to me, like, I don't have words for it, like, especially after the fact of that night, like, I was like, "Okay, like, it was just a good night, like, Imma keep on grinding." Well, like, the 5 streams after that, every stream, I got, like, at least 2 subscribers, now I'm up to, like,
Damn.
20, like, 2 subscribers this month, and
Shit.
I'm already about to get, like, my next paycheck, like, I'm at 60 something dollars and the payout's at, like, 100,
Mm-hmm.
like, so it's, like, a really blessed feeling, like, because, like, I just quit my factory job and whatnot, I told you last
Hell yeah.
podcast.
Yep.
But, like, it's like a blessing. It's like things are, like, telling me, like, "Yo, like, everything's gonna be okay." Like, even if it is, like, a little amount of money at, like, at first and whatnot. Like you said, it's not all about money, but, like, it's the fact that the craft is paying off and things are leading up your way, you know what I mean?
I love that answer,
Yeah.
man. I really do love that, man. Also, thank God you quit your factory job, man. You're not a factory fucking guy.
Yeah.
You're like a fucking billboard chart type guy, all right? Don't get another
I
factory
appreciate that
job.
shit, bro.
Fuck
I
that. Keep
appreciate that shit, bro.
Of course. You ain't a fucking factory guy, man. Let's go to let's go to
And
Swope.
and Swope would
So,
say I'm a TikToker.
yeah, he is a
Are you a
TikTok. You
TikToker?
can't
I
tell me
gotta
he
follow
doesn't
you,
have a
man.
TikTok face.
Nah, he just motherfucking, like, says I look like a TikToker.
Hey,
But
whatever, man.
um, nah. So with me, like, I I don't stream or anything no more, so I can talk about my Spotify views and shit.
Hmm.
It's just seeing like me get over like 15,000 plays or something. Like, I know that's such a small number right now in the Spotify age, but like for me, like that shit lets me know that I'm doing my shit right. I'm doing other people are rocking with it, and I just recently hit like 400, no, 320 followers I think today.
Hey,
And
congrats,
like
man.
thank you, bro. And it's just climbing and shit as I just started like going really serious with it last year.
Mm-hmm.
And but it just reminds me that like I'm doing something right, like when I see those views go up like that or the followers and shit.
So I
And
know I said this would be the last question before we leave. I actually have let's do
yeah.
one more because you just kind of brought some shit up to me. So you have 15,000 monthly listeners, right?
No, that was on a song. I have,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
hold up, I gotta check. I think it's like 1,500 monthly listeners.
Okay, 1,500. Um,
Yeah.
I want to know. I'm trying to think of how to word this question, and I'll probably do a bad job, but it's like, all right, I would, I have like, I think I have like 400 monthly listeners, right? Maybe,
Okay.
maybe. I probably went down. I haven't posted a song in a while. It's like, dude, I would kill to have 1,500 monthly listeners, and maybe
Yeah.
you would kill to have 10,000 monthly listeners, right?
Yeah.
And that guy
Yeah.
would kill to have 100,000. It's like, it's almost like I'm sorry if I'm wording this wrong, but I think you guys should probably catch my drift. It's like, yo, kind of like, where does it stop before you're satisfied? It's like, yo, G Easy's probably like, yo, I only have 20 million monthly listeners this month. I should have 25 million.
Yeah.
And here I'm like, dude, I would literally not, not literally, but it's like, yo, I would kill to have like 1,000 monthly listeners.
Right, right, right. And Eminem said it best, like he's never satisfied. That's why he keeps on getting better and better and better at his craft. He's
Mhm.
never satisfied with a song. Like he
Mhm.
said that in multiple podcasts and shit.
Right.
He just never satisfied. So, and I feel like as an artist, yeah, at some point I will be satisfied when I'm like living like I guess freely and not stress free. Obviously, I'm always gonna have that stress, but like I can move freely in my life. I can do what the things I want to do. That's when I'm gonna be satisfied. But I'm never gonna be satisfied with my music. I don't think. I want to keep on getting better and better and better every day.
I get that. I feel like it's like a mindset, and like this is
Yeah.
kind of related. It's like, yo, I don't know if you guys, I've read about this. It's like multi-million lottery, multi-million-dollar lottery winners, right? People who win hundreds of millions of dollars. It's like, yo, it's an insane amount. Shit you not. It's like 60% of those people kill themselves, and it's like, yo, why are you killing yourself? You have hundreds of millions of dollars. It's the
Yeah.
same kind of thing where it's like you're never satisfied. And to kind of give an example, um, I recently I had like a 2019 Honda Civic, whatever. Nothing
Okay.
crazy, but like I drove it every day, and when I first got it, I'm like, holy shit, this looks like a sports car. And then I drove it
Right.
for like 6 months, and I'm like, no, it's a fucking Honda Civic, whatever. Let's not get crazy. Then I totaled it last month, right? And now I have a piece of shit Mercury from 2003, and I'm like, dude, I would kill for that Honda Civic again. But
Right.
it's like, but when I had it, I was like not appreciative of it. I just, drove it like whatever. I didn't give a fuck about it. So it's kind of like,
It's definitely that mindset.
It's
yeah,
like I feel like there's like so there's like levels to everything, you know what I mean? Some people can't like bear with like certain levels, like you said, like when that dude like whoever wins the lottery or whatnot, they have a lot of money and
mm-hmm.
it still seems like they're unsatisfied. Like sometimes they jump levels in life like too quick to where like they can't cope with like some things that they're seeing or feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Even back to the fucking Honda thing. Say I didn't total my car and I had that Honda, and let's say I blew up and made $100,000, and then I got a nice Camaro, and then it's like, all right, well, it's just a fucking Camaro. I want a Lamborghini. Then you get the
Yeah.
Lamborghini, and then it's like, at a certain point, I feel like it's like, and maybe this is why those fucking hundreds of $1 million multi winners kill themselves. I feel like at a certain point, it's like, well, you're at
Or
the highest level, so where do you go? Where do you go from a Lamborghini? I don't know, a helicopter maybe, and then where do you go from there? There's like it's got to stop at a certain point, and when you reach that
yeah.
certain point, it's like I don't know well, maybe I'm still not happy with all the shit. So
That maybe it's like maybe those are the people who do that that are focused on materialistic things, like focused on like their whole entire life. Well, I'm supposed to get this. I'm supposed to be, like get this. Like in reality, like you're supposed to find like happiness in life. Like you're supposed to figure out like who you are in life, like where you need to go, what you're supposed to change in this world. You know what I mean? Like, but some people like get focused on materialistic things and stuff. Like oh, like I could have like this better. I could have this better, and it messes up their mind. Like because they, like you said, like they don't know where to go next because that's all that they've known, like, is to flash and get the next, like, biggest thing, you know what I mean?
yeah, that's a really really great point, because who knows? Maybe these people who are winning the lottery are materialistic. Maybe if someone like any of us three won the lottery, it would be different, and you just kind of be like, well, I'm like,
I know
Yeah, there's a lot of things that need help in this world.
I've
yeah,
I've always said like when I first make it like this, and I'm sticking to this like I'm not, of course, like once I get like my first, like, you know, like deal whatever, like to spark me off, like I'm not gonna go out like giving everybody that I love like a rack of money, like, and blow that shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm gonna set them up for business. I'm gonna set them up like, okay, like this is the way to do it. Here's all the supplies that you need, you know what I mean?
right. It's kind of like, yo, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for life, bro. You're setting him up. You're if you did some shit like that, you'd set them up for so much more. As if you literally just gave them a suitcase full of cash, and you're like, here's 50
Exactly.
grand, whatever. All right, then they'd blow through that in a month, and then what? You know?
Yeah.
Exactly, and I say that because, like, bro, I've been put in certain situations, like, that, like, close people around me, like, don't, that are, like, literally feet away from me right now, like, that don't, like acknowledge like how I feel, my emotions wise, or what I really go through, or try to help me get out of toxic environments. But then I like call like Swope or something, and like I talk to him. He's like, all right, like this is how we're gonna get out of it. You know what I mean? Like this is what we're gonna do. So it's only right to spread the same energy around to people who really need the
Over
same love.
online too. I'm not next to him. I'm not fucking telling him like
Yeah,
face to face. Like this is over line on Discord shit. Like it's just crazy to me, bro. Like he doesn't have anybody like that in the certain situation he is right now.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
just wild.
It just goes to show that people you meet online or whatever can literally be more family to you than your actual family or your actual close homies or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, before we wrap this up, I want to say one, dude, you guys have like a beautiful relationship for real. I fuck with both you guys so heavy.
appreciate
Appreciate
that
it,
shit
bro.
for real.
Thank you.
I would love to see you guys blow up. Not even I would love to see it. I know I'm going to see it. So that's fucking dope. Love to have you guys on. Dude, I might even end up hitting you guys up later this week to come back on because I don't
Hell
know.
yeah,
Hell yeah,
I'm
bro.
having trouble
Welcome, bro.
finding people, and also, dude, again, like it was when I had Ian
well,
on. It's always just cool to fucking talk to you guys, no matter what. We don't really run out of shit to talk about. It's been an hour and 15 minutes, and I haven't even written down like a single question. You know, and we're just
Right.
talking.
Yep.
yeah. Next time you could definitely expect like a Gracie on the podcast.
Yeah.
Gracie feature.
Yeah, Gracie will come in here.
Okay. Yeah, we can get that Gracie feature on here. We can get whoever you guys want. Is there anything you guys want to say before we kind of end this? Sign off.
I definitely want
Uh
to say, like, I appreciate you for the opportunity. Like it means a lot to us for real. You might not think that it might not mean a lot to us, but like you giving us the platform to like tell our side of the story. We don't really get to do that a lot. So I really appreciate
no,
you
we
for
don't.
that. And like if you ever need anything from our side, like just know that we got you no matter what. Keep on streaming, bro. Keep on grinding, bro. Don't let anything like get to your head. Like there's a lot of trolls out there, like you said, bro. There's a lot of things that's out there that's not needed. And I'm glad that there's people like you, like us, like anybody in this community that I've met, like that will make a change for that shit.
Yeah, dude, I really do appreciate that a lot. I appreciate you both coming on, and even like, dude, hitting you up last minute and you being able to come on. That doesn't happen often. Usually, it takes me weeks to find somebody, and then a lot of the times they'll literally day of kind of be like, enough, whatever. But to
If
hit you,
somebody ever flexes, bro, hit me up an hour before I got you.
Yeah, see, dude, that's some real fucking love. That's some real shit, bro. I could hit you up the day of and some shit
Yeah.
like that. Swope, is there anything you want to say before we get off of here?
Well, he put the nail in the coffin, really. But yeah, dude, like I just appreciate all this, like everything you're doing for the whole artist community and shit. Like this is really such a dope vibe. And I like how it's casual. Keep it that way. Like I like how it's casual. You're not just throwing questions. It's just a casual conversation, and I feel like a lot of people will realize that shit, and like it will connect with a lot of people in certain ways.
Th-
Um, Other than that, bro, yeah, just keep on grinding. I want to listen to your music for real though. So if you ever want to just hit me up, just send me your music. I want to give it a listen.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely agree with what you said about keeping it casual. I'm not about drama, man. I'm not gonna ask you guys who your fucking baby mama is, or whatever. I'm gonna ask you
Yeah.
guys. I'm gonna ask you guys what you're fucking passionate about. We're gonna talk about life. You know,
Hell yeah.
it was cool, man, dude. I love keeping it casual like this. It's the best for me. You know.
And for anybody in the stream, this is side note. I will be going live at at 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock in the morning. If you guys want to tune in or whatnot, I'll be doing music feedback and whatnot. I just started that word, but um after he gets off and whatnot, if you want to stop by and show love, I'm still gonna be live. But keep on going what you were saying, bro.
Yes, sir. Make sure you guys tune into Ian at 12 o'clock, guys. I think we're good. You guys have anything else, or we're good?
Um, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
It
good.
was
We're
fun.
all good. Thank you, guys. All right. I'm gonna talk to you guys in Discord. We're about to end the stream. Thank you guys, everyone who came out. Thank you for all the follows and all the love and all that kind of stuff. Thanks a lot, man. And we
Much love,
will
much love.
Much love, bro.
thank you. Have a good